Well, we're done with our ice cream and decided to come through Natchez Trace Parkway. No Parkway. Natchez Trace State Park. We'll turn down here. Tommy's already cold with her liner in. It's not going to be too long and I'll be telling her, let's go for a ride, and she'll say, nope, you go by yourself. Gonna have to invest in some heated gear for her, I think. I don't need it because I don't get that cold on here, but I'll invest in some heated liners for her jacket and gloves or something. So then she will have no excuse but to say, okay, let's ride. She said that she has to have heated bridges too. So I guess what she's telling me is I gotta go sell a kidney if I want her to ride with me this coming winter. We're gonna make a left here and go by the PinOak Lodge. There's really not a good vantage point to see the lake, except being on the lake. We used to take our little boat, come out here and go fishing. Used to camp at the campground. But we sold our boat and sold our camper, so we're gonna do neither one of those. When I camp now, it's at the Holiday Inn. Here's the lodge and the restaurant. They have a pretty good restaurant in there. And here is the lake. You can rent those pontoon boats out there. But yeah, it's a pretty good little place. Peaceful when you want to get away from everything. We'll drive through the campsites, get a picture of the different part of the lake. watch out for these pine needles. Yeah, and they have cabins you can rent here too. We've rented a cabin a time or two. Come up here, rent a cabin, bring a good book, and just relax and read a book. Here's the campground. Yep, got some folks camping. No. I don't remember his name. She's asking me about a camp host that we got to know last time we were here, and I don't remember his name. He was leaving and going to Florida. He had a camper pretty much just like ours, except he did a little modifications. Here's the other, one of the other little sides of this lake. It's beautiful. This campground is normally packed. I'm surprised that it's as empty as it is. But it is Sunday, so everybody probably already left. That's where our campground was the last time we were here, right there. And we've rented them little cabins right there before. Little cottage. That's not what we were talking about renting again. They were okay, but they did the job. But this place is pretty much empty today. That's a nice bus right there. I feel sorry for that poor guy. Ranger's house. It'd be kind of nice to live in here. past the sign that says 45. I'm being scolded, people. Not scolded, reminded that the speed limit. She didn't see the sign. I'm gonna hang a right. It says Park Store on that sign, but I've been coming through here for 8 or 9 years now, and I've seen that store open one time in all the times I've been coming through here. I don't know when that store is open, but it's not open often. Now, Browns Creek Lake right here, see that sign right there? I had the biggest bass, largemouth bass on my line at that lake right there. Fought him for hours. It was a big old fight. I reeled it in and I'd let him go, and I reeled him in and I'd let him go, trying to wear the thing out, you know. And he put up a fight. Tommy's wiping the sweat off my brow with a handkerchief. Well, I got the thing up to the side of the boat. His mouth was large enough I could have stuck my closed fist into it. It was big, huge. I reached down to grab a hold of its mouth, and with one final shake, he spit the hook out, and off he went. So, you'll just have to take my word for it. I got no proof. It would have been a record. The Lord knew that had I brought that fish into the boat, it would have capsized the boat. And maybe being famous would go to my head, because that fish would have made me famous. I'd have been known as Captain Mike, the greatest bass fisherman in Tennessee. I would have had endorsements. Bass Pro Shops would have been knocking my door down to give me a tracker boat. I'd have had all the latest gear. But instead, we're waiting for Honda to beat down our door and give us the latest, greatest Goldwing to explore on. I've never been fishing again since that day. It kind of just took the wind out of my sails. Had to find a recovery group. Ooh, pothole city there. Now through here, at one point, a tornado come through here and plucked all the trees out. Here's a park store that's never open. Straight ahead. I'm not too sure it's a store anymore. If we would have gone back the other way, they got cabins, big cabins, 1, 2, 3 bedroom cabins that you can rent. We've done that a couple times. Really nice, and they're pretty reasonably priced. I may do that next weekend since I can't go to North Carolina. Maybe just come down here and rent a cabin for a night.